Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to reach. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I got you. I got you. 58. Real. Hey, alert!
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Chubb.
That's all you got!
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Allen's throw is complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run here with Singletary. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Mayfield down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield on first down. It's caught by Hooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Touchdown! Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Baby. Yeah.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen going to give the Singletary on the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen now looks to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Wilson. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. These two teams all tied after one. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. To throw, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, I should have stayed with it. I should have stayed with it. I didn't think I had it.
That's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week,
I couldn't get the play.
Offense and defense are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
So you're right, but I ain't got nobody. So I'm just over here chilling. Losing it on Madden.
Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Left side complete to Lockett.
Oh, hit stick. Good hit stick.
7 yards to pick up there. 3 yards remain for second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking
Update.
for help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding opens.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will set up shop at their 46-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It must be updated. Must be like a little update.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Shoot.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Not gonna lie, I'm on OBJ. I'm OBJ to get ring, man.
They had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You got Jamar.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw, escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown.
Or Jamar.
A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Oh.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point.
What the? I pressed X. That's so stupid, bro. I pressed X, though.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gunn.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis on Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here.
All right, Eli.
If any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Carson, the first down and more, and finally brought down at the 43. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. And slightly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. Trucks over him. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Carson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's Carson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Allen off the play fake. Finding Knox there, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play,
yeah, I'm about to. You already know the vibes. I have to. Missed that Like, I clicked on it. Let me miss the field goal, so.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's able to take it across.
My boy Dawson Knox cook up.
Going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flush to his right. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Oh, he's something that run.
Maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bills. That's caught. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they get him down.
Stop the run.
He takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they will take a knee here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. It's Wilson on the option. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now Myers for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, they'll...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 15. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
So that means that we have to every game. Okay, I'm not going to put every game we're playing for that. So that means that every single game, like, if I shot, it's 1-0.
On third down, it's Carson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out.
I pressed the wrong button. No.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I lost. Fuck it.
They
I
control
lost.
their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on fourth and long, they give us that same look you just gave me.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Now Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right?
The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First throw of overtime for Allen. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen flushed out right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all
We were watching that game. That was a game. Nice. Woo. That was a game right there. I sold the bag, bro. I pressed the wrong button, bro. Pressed the wrong button. I kicked the ball to him, and I got to stop. Let's go, man. Stop playing with me. Get off, bro. Get off my field, bro. Get off my field, man. Let's go. I run that back, bro. That way. Boy, Josh Allen was dotting up. I'll be back real quick. I have to go pee real quick. One time. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. The Bills had like one more X factor on their defense, bro. Man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Yep. GG's. You got great bait, bro. That's GG's.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
She doesn't get a stop on defense. I doubt it, but let's see.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
What happens if I get a tackle right there? I'm so confused. Because
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills.
defense.
Every week we hear
Let's go defense. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on. Nice.
They wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Joshua Allen.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open
spot. Throwing picks, Brian, stop.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams, and he goes down, but not before.
There's Devontae. Okay, I was saying, how you caught that? There's Devontae. Give him that.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This is caught, and he's brought down after a very nice gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Dillon again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
He's going to run it a 3rd time. That's me.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Gotta pull up the dots.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Kind of the joke. But now, in the wake of the pregnancy announcement, Champagne Papi has clearly reached his breaking point, as he just unfollowed
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Do it too late. It's not good though, bro.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 37 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen off the play fake. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
What is that? Fucking like, what is that? A dinosaur? Yeah, yo, this is like. Oh, I already got it. Money! Watch the run. Watch the run. That's south, baby. That's fake south.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Down 80! Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing now is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it.
That was a round run, not
touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final shot before half for Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime.
You dumb as
We are
fuck.
ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie will not
Nothing else to do
this, and it'll be
for
brought
that.
to the 25.
Oh, I'm so stupid, bro. I forgot Green Bay, bro. Green Bay's my kryptonite on this shit.
Very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then sprint.
They will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It's not nice, bro. I can beat this dude, bro. Let's get on picks.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
I'm staying in the nickel all game. Staying in the nickel. Staying in the nickel. Just need the ball back. I just need the ball back. It's a run right here, ain't it?
And because of that pressure,
I'm stuck.
because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise,
bro.
that could overrun your team.
It's a pick.
Be careful right here.
On first down, Jones shedding the tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Packers. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no
Some bullshit, bro.
going to stop it.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Now Crosby for the point after.
I did it to myself, though.
He's got it as they double up the lead.
Just Green Bay, bro.
28-14.
Got me nervous, bro. You got X factors everywhere on defense, and you got A-Rod, so. And Devontae. Can't nobody stop Devontae.
that one will bounce out of the back.
Can't nobody stop Devontae.
So
I'm baffled.
start here at the 25.
Let's go quick again. Let's go quick.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
And touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary, 75 yards, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy.
Yeah, it don't matter at this point. I can't stop him. He can't stop me. I already lost, bro. He got the edge, bro. That last touchdown, bro. I'm so mad about that shit. Shouldn't have got that. I put in cover 6. My dumb ass put in cover 6.
They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big time play, big time result.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
You gotta fuck up one time, right? We'll see about that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Last stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
No, he got me. I thought that was a pass. A play action pass.
Thinking on that carry, wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry.
Stretch run, stretch run. I'm ready for you to go.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
I'll take this loss. I'll take this loss. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll take it. It's my fault anyway. Ryan.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
What's wrong right here?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will
Do I run
is
commit?
strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This nigga a bitch, bro. God.
Here's Rodgers. Gets this to
Good
his
play.
running back, Aaron Jones.
Throws
That's a
around.
Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run when you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board,
Diggs
whether
was
in your
open
playbook,
too.
one
The
play
boy
drive is
Diggs.
exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Hopefully Diggs in the slot. Diggs in the slot.
Now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out right at the 35. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's gonna have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
Oh, you in the game, bro.
And Crosby puts it through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory.
I ain't going like no bitch, though. I ain't going like no bitch, though. That's all I want to say, bro. I lost. I ain't going like no bitch. You feel me, cuz?
touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, check, 59, 59.
One final try here for Allen. Into the hands of Singletary. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make it
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
turn out just okay.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
What's up, nephews? Hold on, y'all. Don't ask no questions. Yeah, I'm trying to put the order. Yes, sir. Chris, he said, oh. That's the question. He's trying to work the change.
Yeah, Madden.
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life.
All right. I'm going to show you guys the best run defense in Madden. But you have to promise me one thing that you'll either like or Cub. Where is it? The cover 4 quarter stop. Look up on our list. Setup for this is very simple. All we're going to do is press, stand underneath, line down, list linebackers. We're going to go ahead and move my man Chandler Jones outside, usually outside the box a little bit, and then we're going to move Buda Baker straight down. I'd say right here is the front for them. Then you can move the safety if you want in the box. It's up to you. Really up to you. But what I'll do is I'll pair for an inside line. You're going to notice that
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. About ready to get us going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
49 the mic.
Play fake, Cousins. Now he steps away. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Check back. Mike 382, there's 50.
Cousins now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Good route.
But not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Running for it, here's Cook.
Why you stop?
He picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On play action, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Gets past one man, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 41 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A first down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Just a couple of minutes will get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Allen now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Come on. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
A second down throw for Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I know. We can make John get away, but y'all understand?
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. McKenzie now to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll roll him out right. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Check. Flipper. He's checking Craig.
They'll throw now on the final play. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain there for the Bills. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. to the touchdown pass to kick it away.
Fellas.
Luongo now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Shit, y'all go ahead and run one, but I'm still in this Madden game. I'll be on right. So I'm in the third quarter though. An online game.
Start their next drive.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
Oh yeah, I remember that buy-in. Yeah.
To throw is Cousins. Open man here is Cousins.
AFC, what? Lakers?
Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down
I thought y'all like at least 5, 6.
Situational football right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Nice work to get
Hell yeah.
out of that, and it's second down.
You might.
Cousins now. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain.
KD up there too. You gonna put KD somewhere.
To hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now you got one.
To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't
I think it's supposed to wins too.
His second read wasn't there, but he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks.
It was because of wins too, Cam. I think the Suns had like 60 wins.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to
Hell yeah, they're the 1 seed.
And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops.
The Suns, Western Conference, I think.
We return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Ain't beat the Spurs.
It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin.
You can't beat the Spurs now. The Spurs are different. 6-7, 6-7. Couple won 5, right? Couple won toss to 5, right?
Well, this one from
Yeah.
2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very
Someone finals MVP?
Another try after the first down sack. Allen looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Oh, nah.
Devin Singletary, 53 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Pass on for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well,
Hurt.
a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense,
Peaches a lockdown. Oh, yeah.
Everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding
LeBron going back.
is agent as he thinks about
LeBron going back.
contract.
Back-to-back
LeBron going back.
on the move on first down. Cousins.
I'm so mad about that.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Nah, I feel like he's
reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles.
G-League player.
Their day.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
This nigga won't quit, bro.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Look pretty
He
good
did.
there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him
He made it.
that his legs
Yeah,
create big plays. So guess who benefits?
As running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on
Jalen Brown.
And I know it sounds
Hell
crazy,
yeah.
but they practiced
We should have made it.
back in training camp. They knew
Over Middleton.
Where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from
I say Middleton.
Right
Middleton
now,
for sure.
they want to show the world they're up to the
Middleton,
challenge.
yeah.
From the 29, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like
Andrew Wiggins? What? Starting. Nigga starting. What? Don't he have like 18 points? Like 18 to 20.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
True, there is no force out there.
He's going to look to throw. And Diggs has it. And this
He's an
is
Eagle
going to
dollar.
turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's
Well, they put Draymond.
impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up.
Draymond did make it. Yeah, Draymond. I don't know about that one, Kyle.
Not totally home free yet.
You gotta put LaMelo somewhere. Ain't no way.
First and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his
Lamelo got more assists. More assists, more points.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than
He more
fast. A
efficient.
lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch
That's probably it, bro.
balls as we just saw there.
Dancing to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This
Nah.
time he's got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times.
Luka.
You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
15-10. You got them assists.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rear mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
All right, this game, bro, he won't quit, bro. I'm beating his ass 34-3. He won't quit, bro. This is making me mad. This nigga about to score over kick return. That's some bullshit. Like 25 seconds. Nigga just scored. I'm so mad.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising
I'm fine with it.
now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted.
I thought Bill made it last year.
Not right there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as
I know.
they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins will try and throw.
Ben Simmons being all-star.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you
They're talking about trading Harden to the 76ers.
defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Defense, yeah, true. Me too.
And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the
And rebound. He can do everything else. He can do everything else.
which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
And Draymond was like 4 points.
score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Yeah, Draymond was like 4 points. Some shit like that. 5, 4.
2nd and 11.
Yeah, he'll point forward.
On the give, this is Singletary. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Can't shoot no free throws from nothing.
For the Buffalo Bills.
I'm loaded now.